Levi Mandel. I'm a photographer, videographer, filmmaker, sculptor, cyclist. Before I started really making images, I was a ballet dancer. When I was 7, I started dancing, and when I was 18, I was hired by the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater, moved to Pittsburgh. Had an interesting experience dancing professionally. I realized it wasn't really for me, just, you know, politically, like all professions, there's downsides. So that's really when I started making work as kind of an escape from my job. And yeah, now I'm just working as an artist, which is quite unexpected from people who know me as a ballet dancer. So I started making images when I was 10 or 11. My parents had an obsession with documenting us, me and my brother, which I think rubbed off on me. When I was 13 or 14, I got a little point and shoot 35mm, and I've basically been documenting life ever since. I got real serious when I was 18 or 19, and that kind of led me to where I am now. A lot of the work is about relationships, and specifically my relationship to society, whether it's a society I'm inside of or an outside viewer. The work I'm showing tonight in the show, I made in Sweden. I'm outside of that society, which led to a new way of working for me. Basically, I was trying to make portraits of the people there, and I kept getting resistance, and it was hard for me to meet people, and people didn't understand the work I was making. So eventually I started just making images without asking for permission. The super long lens, standing behind a tree like a creep. And I archived a huge collection of portraits, which I then took back to my studio. So instead of getting people into my studio to shoot, I took their images in, cut out their faces, sculpted them, kind of spent some time with each one, and then shot the sculpture in front of a black seamless, which is how I made the work that's in the show. So it's kind of my response to not having the ability to bring people in. I did it that way. So inspiration, I guess it comes from everywhere. Lately I've been really into like the random generic Flickr family photo album that you can kind of stumble across. No captions, you have no information. I really like YouTube, just looking at fight videos and school videos and just kind of random stuff. I think that's where the authenticity comes in, when it's not really meant to be seen by people, but you come across it anyway, which I guess links back to me taking pictures of people without them knowing it. But yeah, I'm into like kind of just like the in-between moments of life, and not just the beginning and the end, but kind of what's happening off on the borders of society. Yeah. I'm in school now. It's my last semester at the Cooper Union. I'm working as a still life photographer for a big menswear company. So short-term goals would be picking up more freelance and working on my art photography, and hopefully finding representation and slowly filtering out the 9-to-5 kind of work, and working up to being able to produce work and get paid for it. And you know, of course that's the dream, but that's where I'm headed, I think. Yeah. So far so good. I mean, Raw was new to me. I was approached by Caitlin, and she told me about the company and everything, and not the company, but the event, and how it kind of brings people together, and how it's kind of existing all over the world, and in Australia and all these crazy cities. And I think it's cool that everybody's kind of in one space, you know, even if you're a painter, a photographer, or you make video art, or you're in a band, it's kind of everything's happening in one space. So I wasn't at the opening last night, but so far everything's been really good. Everyone's really nice, and it seems like a really good environment to be in. I have a website, it's levimandel.com. I have a Tumblr, it's levimandel.tumblr.com. My name is Levi Mandel, and I'm a raw artist.